press.
Hello, it's Tuesday the 31st of March, just in case you've forgotten what day it is or what the date is. And we're still here, we're still broadcasting, and we're still wanting to update you on what's going on at Riverside. So instead of it just being me, Liz, why don't you come and join us?
Hello!
So we are still here, we are both still working, and we're both still doing what we can to communicate with you. This morning, we finished our first Zoom call, one of our social gatherings, which was great. We had 7 people.
7 or 8, well, there was, 8 to 9 together,
Which was brilliant, just to see some faces, something which we know we're craving for. We're going to try and keep booking in a couple of social gatherings a week, aren't we, by Zoom? So last week an email went out with what times were available, and we're asking people to email us to let us know which times they can do. We're going to keep doing that every week. So every Thursday, you're going to get an email with what the next week's Zoom social gatherings are. And quite simply, you book an appointment with Liz, which is liz@riversideelim.com, and she will send you an invite to those Zoom gatherings. We've loved just hanging out with some people this morning. We've got another one that we're doing tonight, and we're just looking forward to connecting more with you through Zoom.
Oh, it's great. It's good to see your faces. It really is. So something else we just wanted to remind you of is tomorrow, Wednesday, we've got church will be open just inside that kind of atrium little bit where you can drop off any donations for food bank and local vulnerable families that we want to support. So the front door will be open for you to drop anything off between 9 and 12 tomorrow.
What time was that, Liz?
9 a.m. and 12 noon. So anything you've got, any tinned goods, toilet rolls, am I allowed to say that? Someone might be going into panic when they hear those two words together. If you've got anything like that that you can donate, it would be greatly appreciated.
It's true. And what else? This morning, some of you, if we've got your email address, would have received our weekly set of Bible notes and some thoughts on Philippians, which it's not in deep theological teaching. It's just some thoughts that I have as I'm reading Philippians. And I'd love you to be reading Philippians with us, and we as a group of people can be reading Philippians together. So they're going to keep coming out every Tuesday. We'll be sending out those weekly Bible notes to you.
And then something else that we just wanted to communicate again this week. We mentioned on Sunday morning, those of you that joined us for the service, we're looking at different ways that you can continue to give into Riverside financially as part of your worship, as part of your offering to God. Please hear us again. There is no pressure on you. We know a lot of you might be going through difficult times at the moment with work changes and things like that, but a lot of people have contacted us saying we want to keep giving into church, we want to keep giving financially. How can we do that when we're not together on a Sunday morning? So we're putting together an email which will give you all the information you need for that, and that should hopefully be coming out tomorrow. If it doesn't come out tomorrow, it'll be Thursday, and that will just explain different things. Anything on that you're not sure on, please do get back in touch with us, and we can explain further or answer any of your queries on that.
That's right. And just something before we close. Again, as you know, I'm reading Mark in my personal time, and something from Mark 6 really struck me. At the beginning of Mark 6, Jesus is teaching in a synagogue, and they're amazed at the sort of stuff he's coming out with. But then they realise who he is, because Jesus is teaching in his hometown. And suddenly they start ignoring Jesus. And at verse 4, it says, Jesus said to them, "A prophet is not without honour except in his own town, among his relatives and in his own home. He could not do any miracles there except lay his hands on a few people who were ill and heal them. He was amazed at their lack of faith." We're having to do church a little bit differently. We're trying to communicate, we're trying to stay in touch online. I'm really drawn by the fact that it was the lack of faith where the lack of breakthrough was. And sometimes we can think, oh, I'm not in the same room as people, so my prayer doesn't count. Or I'm not in a church service, so actually worship is not being heard by God. It's not about how we gather, it's our heart when we're doing it. And I want all of us to experience breakthrough. But that means we have got to hold on to faith, not using the different technology things we use as an excuse for prayer not to be answered. I'm hearing loads of stories of prayer being answered, and funny enough, it's because people are engaging.
Yeah.
They're not just using this as a voyeuristic opportunity. So please, I want to encourage you, keep engaging. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock on Wednesday, we have our prayer gathering. And it will be great to see you online joining us to pray together for 30, 40 minutes together. Just a bit of worship and a bit of prayer. Let's keep seeing breakthrough. Let's not have a lack of faith. Let's keep having the faith that Jesus can break through into our situations. So we've just loved talking to you today. Liz is going to do the awkward walk over to the camera to stop the video. And I just want to say, have a great week and stay safe wherever you are.